Hello.
What are you guys back here?
Oh, Mr. Howard.
Hey, how you doing? Mark. Hey.
How you doing, sir?
Okay.
Good, good.
What's going on?
Well, I've been having a...
TB. Tampa Bay?
Yes, sir.
That's not their colors.
I think it is. Aqua and blue, white.
The team I saw yesterday on TV were gray and almost,
You're talking about the same people that do the spring training down here, right?
oh, you're talking the Rays. I'm talking the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Oh, this is the Rays.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But, so anyway, you know, I came down to do a public records request at
Yeah.
the city clerk's office downstairs. Coming here today will be my 5th time coming here trying to obtain the same public record I have requested from them several times. Well, some of the backstory is, you know, I was arrested for loitering here in Punta Gorda. Those charges were dropped. There were several videos made, like by the officers, several body cams, several dash cams. There was a sworn affidavit from a lady named Mrs. Blanchard,
The owner of the place?
Orange House. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so,
Is that who it is?
well, she's the one that they got the sworn affidavit from.
Okay.
So I came and I tried to do the public records request. I said, like I wanted the videos from Officer Gonzalez
Yeah.
and Mr. Gerard.
Right.
The two arresting officers. And I wanted the sworn affidavit from Mrs. Blanchard. They first gave me a disc that was a completely separate arrest of another man named Mark. I could be saying the last name wrong. Reichlich.
Okay.
I was charged $22.50 for that disc. So I had to come back, exchange it. They gave me another disc, which is the one that I have now. Several of the videos have no audio on them. Several of them are just black videos. There was no sworn affidavit with it. And I've just been going back and forth with these ladies downstairs for over a week now.
Now, from what they tell me, though, when they sent that up, when I told them you were coming, they said they didn't charge you for the next round, supposedly.
That's correct, sir, but also the video that they gave me was...
They said some had no audio,
Mhm.
and some were blank.
Mhm.
They did say that.
Mhm. And it was also missing the sworn affidavit.
So you still don't have the sworn affidavit?
No, sir, I do not. But I feel like if they're going to charge me $22.50 up front for a disc, not only should I get the right one, but they should tell me about these quality issues with the disc beforehand. And the affidavit, there should be absolutely nothing wrong with that, and that should be included because that's a taped statement made by an officer.
Did you get the report?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, you have the report.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you don't have
Mhm.
is the affidavit.
I don't, or any of the videos that were black, or the audio. They're telling me there's nothing that they can do about that, but...
Okay, but did they give you the one that has just no audio?
Yes, they did.
Okay,
And
so you
with the
have
black screens, yes, sir.
Yes, so you have that.
Yes, sir. What I don't have is the sworn affidavit.
The sworn affidavit.
There should be no reason why they won't release that to me. That's a public record. It's a closed case by the state attorney. They're not prosecuting it. All it is simply a tape-recorded statement, of what that she said. I don't know why that's been so hard to get that from them. They claim that they made one. It was in the police report that they took a sworn affidavit from Mrs. Blanchard. So either that's not true, that they don't have it, or I'm not being provided with it.
Let me find out. Hold on one second.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So you don't have the sworn affidavit.
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. Anything else? He does not have the sworn affidavit from the owner of the Orange House, which supposedly should have been in that packet and doesn't have it. That is the issue with the lease. So, for some reason, yeah, let's find out from Okay, we're gonna check.
All right.
We're gonna check. If you got,
I heard her say that they weren't sure if there was an affidavit.
that's what Mikhail said. We're gonna find out. Did somebody say there was?
Yes, sir. That's in the probable cause affidavit, that they took a sworn affidavit, which is, you know, it's a statement, you know,
Right.
hey, this is what happened. You know, she claims that, you know, she saw me trying to burglarize her business. You know, so I'm sure that's what the statement's going to be about, obviously.
Was it in the incident report?
In the probable cause affidavit, yeah, it's in there.
This report, Blanchard provided a sworn recorded statement.
Mhm.
Was taken by Officer Gonzalez and submitted as evidence via property receipt. So the information you got from our city clerk, what she gave you, a tape or something?
Yeah, it was a DVD.
A
Yes, sir.
DVD.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But that was not on.
No, sir, it was not. I know it must exist. I mean, they claim it does, so.
What else is on there?
I mean, you know, that document's even signed, you know, by the arresting officer. I mean,
Yes, I see that.
he claims he took a sworn affidavit from her, so.
That's Josh Gerard, the other officer. This is Josh Gerard.
Okay.
Interesting. So I need to print this out then,
Sure.
and we need to get you the sworn, it says here, a sworn recorded statement.
Usually when they do that, it's on a tape recorder. I was not present for this, but it's usually some kind of an electronic means.
So, print on both sides. Let me print this out for my own benefit now,
Sure.
so that 2 pages, it looks like.
Feel free to read the entire thing.
Well, yeah, but I want to make sure I have it so that, do you want a copy?
Sure.
What we're going to do is, it's an audio recording,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to burn it to a disc.
Okay.
That's front and back. And then we'll get it to you.
And I heard you mentioning there's something about they're going to redact something from it.
Well, they have to redact some personal information, whatever is required by law.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do that. But whatever is required by law to redact, but they'll get you the statement, obviously, will be on there.
Okay, and I'll just come here and pick it up again, or?
Yeah, we'll contact you, and that's interesting. That's a good.
Yeah, you can look if anybody that's been
Well, I
arrested.
go to our website
Mm-hmm.
to look at incident reports, but I didn't look at this.
Mm-hmm. This is the actual legal side of it. This is from the courthouse. So whenever someone gets arrested, you know,
Right.
and there's always a probable cause affidavit, you know, like a police report saying, you know, what went on.
Okay.
That's always public information. Everyone's always free to access that. With certain limited things like sex crimes and things like that, you know, they're heavily redacted. But, you know, most things, DUIs, theft, stuff like that, that's all public.
Right. Well, we'll get it to you.
Okay, but, I just wanted to tell you, I just feel like my process here of coming, to do this records request was just very poorly followed through, by the staff downstairs. I mean, there's no reason I should have to come here 5 times and meet with the city manager to obtain things I've, asked for so plainly.
Ken, you're right. You shouldn't have to go through all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened. For some reason, you got the wrong case information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know if.
But I mean, they, before they charge someone money for a disc, I mean, they need to tell them, if there's quality issues. I mean, what was the point of giving me something with no audio and black pages? That's nonsensical. That was told to me, after I paid $22.50. I would have never paid $22.50 for that. That's
If you didn't, if you knew that it was going to be
something not even watchable. I mean, why? That's stupid. I mean.
So is that what you paid, $22.50?
Yes, sir. I just felt like that was ridiculous. If there was a quality issue like that, I should have been informed of it before. I just don't want these things to happen to someone else that comes in here to make a public records request.
Usually, yeah, and I again, I'm not going to make any excuses.
Mm-hmm.
It happened. Usually we do pretty good on those requests, but.
I just felt like this time it was poorly handled.
Have you ever dealt with them before?
Not the city clerk's office, but I've done many public records requests, and this is by far the worst one I've done. When people have made mistakes, I go there a second time and it's corrected. Never 5 times having to meet with management. That just blew my mind.
You shouldn't have to get up. You shouldn't have to get up to me, and most people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow they just handle it. I mean, I'll have to find out what happened on this case, but.
And then the lady told me, first she told me that it was her fault, and then when I began, asked her, because I told her, at that point, that, it was the 4th time coming there, and I said, ma'am, I feel like maybe someone's doing this to me, because they know that it makes it burdensome, because I have to ride here on a bike and. But then she told me, she's like, well, I can play that game with you too, and I can say that you gave me the wrong case number. And, and that argument's also nonsensical because the disc that I was first given, even if the case number didn't match, it was a different person being arrested. It was a different day. It was a different arresting officer. I mean, anyone who watched that film or went to get it from the record should have known right away there was something wrong with it when it didn't match what was being requested. I mean, because I gave her this probable cause affidavit, like with the case number, the name of the arresting officer, the name of the person being arrested. I mean, it just seemed very plain as Jane, and and then I said, I wanted the videos, from the officers, and I wanted the sworn affidavit. There was nothing that I left out, or I opened a question, and it just, I don't know why I had to come see you about it.
I don't know. So we will contact you by and get you that. I guess it's a tape of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they'll probably put it on a CD or something.
We will. Yeah, we'll get you that.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I just want to see the issues resolved, and like I said, so it doesn't happen to someone else.
And yeah, I need to follow up as to what happened.
Because it's a customer service issue with the public. People should have free access to public records, and most people wouldn't be like me. They wouldn't come here 5 times. They would, they'd say, oh, screw it. After the first time of having a problem. So it's very important to me. This is some of the work that I do is I make sure that public records access is open to the public. So that's very important to me. So with that said, Mr. Howard, thank you,
Okay.
and if we could just get the resolved, that'd be great, sir.
Okay, and we'll get you that CD.
All right, sir. Well, you have a good day. You enjoy.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for
All
coming
right,
by.
no problem.
And we'll get it to you.
All right.
Now, we'll just contact you to come home and pick it up.
Yeah, they should have my phone number downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
But if you want, I can write it down again for you.
No, we have it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Howard. Well, thank you so much, sir.
We'll get it. We'll get it for you.
Okay, there it is. I checked it, and I had someone else check it on their computer to make sure it played.
Okay, is there a sleeve?
No, I don't have sleeves. We just buy them by the...
Oh, something I can wrap it up in, maybe? So it don't get
Got
scratched?
some over there.
Does she have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we just buy the bulk CDs, so we don't buy the sleeves anymore.
Okay.
I'll get it for you.
Such a waste, you know, if they just put it on the first one, you wouldn't have had to...
Yeah. I believe they said they thought it was on there, so I don't know what happened.
Do you know how that he got it so fast? I mean, you know, I wasn't even here but like an hour ago.
Records emailed it, and actually the records clerk said nothing needs to be redacted.
Yeah, there's usually nothing to redact from a statement, you know. I mean, this is meant to be played in court.
Unless there's personal information, then for public records purposes, court stuff is different than...
I mean, they would play this to a jury, you know. I mean.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
it did need to be redacted.
Well, I mean, I appreciate you guys getting to the bottom of that, you know.
Sure.
Like I said, you know, I wasn't even here but like, you know, an hour and a half ago, something like that, so.
Yep, that's it.
Alright, man, well, thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
that. Alright.
Okay, I'll